Behind every great organization, there's a team of people with knowledge and experience to help our clients. Today, I want to introduce you to Sandra Grossguth, our accounts commercial lines manager, who has over 30 years of experience in the industry. So Sandra, you've been with Thompson Insurance Group the last 5 years, and you have 30 years of experience. So my big question is, how did you get into the insurance industry?
Well, I started my senior year in high school. They let us leave early for a job that we might be interested in, and I went to work for a small insurance agency with my mom. And it's kind of funny because now my daughter works at the office with us too.
And Skylar's been a great addition, so it's...
Oh, she is. She's unbelievable.
No one plans to get insurance. It's more like, hey, I'll try it, and then it seems to suck you back in.
Yeah,
correct.
Right.
Correct.
She loves it.
So Sandra, over the last 30 years, you worked in a few different agencies. So what makes Thompson Insurance Group stand out compared to some of the other agencies you work with?
Well, obviously you.
Stop.
I always say you are the best boss I've ever had. I worked for quite a few places. And the group of people that we work with, it's like a family there. Everyone helps one another out. Even though I do commercial, I'll help personal lines reps out and vice versa. So it's a great team to work for.
And the other thing is, I think in the past, some of the people we've brought in, I've had to meet with everybody. So you guys kind of gave a barometer of whether that new person would fit in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Are they going to be a part of the culture? They could have great experience, but not necessarily the perfect fit for the culture.
Which is good that you do that, because we have to all work together. And that's most of the day you're at your job, so.
So over the years, a lot of things have changed in the industry. How do you think we have adapted at Thompson Insurance Group to adapt for all the changes that occurred?
With especially commercial lines, cyber liability, doing our research, cannabis businesses. We just do our research. We find companies the best fit, the best prices, and make sure they're protected properly. You know,
speaking of cannabis, before it was illegal. Now all of a sudden we're finding companies that are getting into the marketplace, learning what the coverages are. And as you know, because you're one of our leaders in the office for doing it, now they're even talking about delivery. How does all these coverages apply, and how do we figure out those coverages?
By doing my research to finding the companies and the different coverages, we're able to help the client and understand the coverages better.
So earlier we mentioned Skylar joining the agency. She's been a great addition into the office. Whether it's Skylar or someone else coming into the business, based on your knowledge, your experience, what would you say is the key for that person to succeed in our industry?
I think by learning and knowing the individual, the customer, their needs, their coverages, their assets, how to protect them, it makes it more interesting for that person to start, because people don't think of getting into the insurance business. But my daughter, I was surprised when she said it. And then she asked me, she goes, I think I might want to do insurance. You feel like you have your own business when you're in your own office and you're taking care of the customers. I think that makes me feel good, making sure the customer's protected, making sure they have the right coverages. It makes you feel proud. It makes you feel good. And that's what she feels. She feels good about it.
And I think, again, with her coming in initially, all of a sudden she sees how insurance does impact people's lives when a claim hits, or they look at her as someone who they're trying to get knowledge from her. And I know she's very excited when someone says, hey, what's your opinion? They get it, and then they go forward with it.
Right.
We kind of touched upon culture a little bit, and cultures in any business is huge. So how would you describe Thompson Insurance Group's culture, and how do you think it applies to how our clients see us and how we help our clients?
I think by being a family there, we all help each other. We all talk about, I have a question, I need your help on this account. The morale's good there, and it makes it easier to help the client. And I've worked at a few places, and I've never really worked at a place where it was like this family-oriented.
Yep. And we've had a lot of acquisitions come through, and we've added people to the group. So I think as we built it, we've kind of brought the best things about other agencies and their cultures into ours. But yet I think we've done a great job of fitting each of that person into our culture. So I think that's a nice culture builder.
It makes everyone happy, like they're part of a team. It's not like a factory, like other places that you go, especially being, the boss that we have and enjoying it and working with us, it just makes a great place to work.
Perfect. Well, awesome. I thank you very much for taking the time to sit and chat with me.
Oh yeah, no problem.